Through 40 seasons, Survivor has had some wacky, interesting, and controversial season themes. From dividing the tribes by race in Season 13 Cook Islands, to breaking up the tribe between 20-year-olds and senior citizens in Survivor Nicaragua Season 21. My name is Travmania, and in this video, we're going to count down the top 10 best Survivor themes. At number 10, we've got Seasons 28 and 32, which broke the tribes down by the attributes most associated with them as a person. Bronze versus brains versus beauty. How would those people who relied on their physical strength in life compete against those who relied on their smarts and IQ versus those who used their genetic beauty to prosper in life? Both seasons brought a dynamic cast that definitely highlighted these traits and created a really competitive game both seasons. At the 9th spot, we've got Survivor One World Season 24. Although this season failed to deliver in terms of the level of play of the overall cast, the idea of placing both tribes on the same beach where everyone can interact with each other and form relationships pre-merge could have made for some compelling storylines. The theme of One World would be quite interesting if they brought it back and mixed up the tribes instead of having men versus women. Coming in at number 8 is Survivor China, Season 15. Although the theme of this season was enmeshed with the location, Survivor China gave us a beautiful glimpse of a different type of Survivor season, a season where the traditions and location of the filming played a big role. Survivor China also introduced the theme of the ancient Chinese text, The Art of War, which was given to the cast and outlined how to excel in warfare, both strategically and physically.
The single greatest document on the history of strategy was written by the Chinese, The Art of War. Look through this. There is wisdom about strategy in battle that could help you win this game and the $1 million.
This really based the season from the beginning as a season that rewarded outthinking and outmaneuvering one's opponent. And the winner of this season definitely exemplifies this. At number 7, we've got Season 30 Worlds Apart, which split the tribes by social class and occupation. White collar versus blue collar versus no collar. It's such an interesting theme. How do those people who have corporate jobs which allow them to live in an upper class lifestyle, people used to managing others and telling them what to do, interact with people who have had to make their livings getting their hands dirty, doing manual labor, working for someone else, versus those who don't necessarily have a set job or might be doing something that they love and value adventure and free spirit more? The core of this season questions, in the game of Survivor, does one's socioeconomic class have an advantage over the rest?
Hey you! If you're digging the content, make sure to smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm and subscribe to the channel for great new content.
Coming in at number 6, we've got Season 34 Survivor Gamechangers.
I already know I'm a huge threat. I created the Spy Shack. I found a special idol. I voted out my closest ally.
Trump spoken.
Thank you.
And just when you think you've seen it all, you ain't seen nothing yet.
Theoretically, the idea of bringing back returning cast members who did something in their respective seasons so memorable and novel to change the game of Survivor, whether that was creating a spy shack or manipulating a player to give up individual immunity, or even voting out your own parent, is a really cool theme. Although the season was pretty spectacular, most of the cast members didn't actually change the game in their respective seasons. It would be really cool to bring this season back and actually have each and every member of the cast to have done something game-changing in their season. At number 5, we've got Blood vs. Water, Seasons 27 and 29. These seasons saw pairs of loved ones split up onto different tribes where they made relationships with strangers, but those strangers also had loved ones on the other tribe. So it definitely made for some complex gameplay, mixing of relationships, and moral and social dilemmas. How would your existing relationship with your loved one change in the game? Would you be able to work well with them? Would your loved one ever betray you to further themselves? All of these kinds of questions were explored in this season. At number 4, we're going all the way back to Season 7, Survivor Pearl Islands. This season's theme was pirates, and for me, whenever you say pirates, you've got me hooked. From the very moment when the survivors jumped off the boat and their first task was to pillage and trade with the villagers, we see the cast really embrace this theme.
Team Morgan came up, set their stuff down next to us, and all left. This is definitely a pirate adventure. Pirates pillage. Pirates steal. Pirates take advantage. If they were going to be silly enough to put it right next to me, I'm going to put it in my thing.
From the challenges, to the cast, to the twist that brought back voted off castaways as a rival pirate crew competing against the other tribes, to the eventual winner, whose motto was, "Anyone but me." The pirate theme worked well for this season and really kept us engaged. At the third spot, Season 37, David vs. Goliath. This season explores the theme of the underdog versus the favorite. It explores the differences between those people who often had to fight for whatever they got, had to dig and strive for success out of a place where they might not naturally have the talent, the physique, the charm, the socioeconomic background, versus people who have had those natural advantages in life, the stable home, the social personality, the physical beauty, and they've used that to prosper.
And as I look at the other tribe, I have the biggest smile on my face. The cards are just stacked completely in our favor, and I want to take full advantage of that.
While the advantages that the Goliaths show might be visible, those of the Davids are invisible and might be something that is unexpected. Overall, this season's cast definitely fit with the theme and made for a really great season. At number 2, Survivor, Season 20, Heroes vs. Villains. Not only did this season bring back some of the most wildly popular players in the first 19 seasons of Survivor, but also was one of the best strategic and entertaining seasons. From the most notorious villains like Russell or Randy, to the most virtuous heroes like Colby or Rupert, the producers did a great job of bringing back a cast that truly embodied the theme of this season when they first played the game. The theme of heroes versus villains is something that we can all relate to. In the game of Survivor, do the qualities most associated with being a hero, honesty, selflessness, moral integrity, commitment, caring, and humility, get you further than those qualities most associated with being a villain? Lying, manipulation, cunning, mischievousness, greed, and egotism. Spoiler alert, being villainous seems to pay off in the game of Survivor. Coming in at the top spot at number 1, Survivor Season 36 Ghost Island. Ghost Island brought to us not only a strong, smart cast and competitive game, but also a really innovative theme, especially for us die-hard Survivor fans out there. Ghost Island was all about the mistakes of Survivor's past. It looked back at the 35 seasons of history and identified the biggest blunders from past contestants. Whether it was James getting voted out with 2 idols in his bag, or Eric manipulated into giving up individual immunity, or Sierra being fooled by Sarah into willing her legacy advantage to her. These moments were brought back, embodied in their original relics, and hidden throughout the game and on the mysterious Ghost Island.
This is it, the authentic fake hidden immunity idol that Ozzy created in Survivor's 16th season.
Ozzy hid this carved stick on Exile Island.
Do your job now, buddy.
Jason found it.
That's not the idol. What is it?
This is not a hidden immunity idol.
Eliza was voted out that night, and the bad luck continued. Ozzy was blindsided at the next tribal with an idol in his pocket. For 10 years, this stick has been living on Ghost Island, slowly gaining power. And as of this moment, it has fully matured into a real hidden immunity idol.
Could the survivors reverse the curse? Could they play these haunted advantages correctly? Could they right the wrongs of Survivor's past? This season really reflected on the history of Survivor, giving us that nostalgic feeling of what it was like to watch those moments take place and bring us full circle.
Thanks for checking out the video. Please like and subscribe and ding that bell to get notifications on new content. Comment down below, let me know what you thought. Until next time, stay one with the tribe.